Okay, hello everyone, Speedy Hedgehog Live here with a new video. Today we are going to be playing Minecraft, and we are going to be making two houses in my city that I'm currently building. So let's get into it. I got the videos up right now. Well, I'm gonna watch one, then I'm gonna do the other one. So yeah, let's get into it.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a suburban house. The white concrete grid on the screen represents the amount of space required to make the build. Feel free to make this grid in your world if you do feel as though it will help you out. And also mark out the starting position. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Begin by placing a white concrete block on top of the previously designated starting position. And extend left by 8. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend backwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then extend left by 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend forwards by 1. And then left by 12. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then extend backwards by 8. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend across the back of the build by 2. 1, 2. Dig in the ground left by 2 and replace those blocks with spruce planks. Continue extending left by placing 7 white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then once again dig 2 blocks in the ground going left. Place spruce planks in there and continue extending left by 3 using white concrete. 1, 2, 3. Extend forwards by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then place 3 smooth quartz stairs extending left. 1, 2, 3. White concrete. 3 more stair. 1, 2, 3. And then white concrete. Then extend the white concrete going all the way, connecting to the very front of the build. And the end result should be a floor plan that looks like this. Next, we are going to mark out all of the details for the build. The windows, the door, that sort of thing. On the front right side of your build, you have a long row of white concrete. On top of that, you want to stack another row of white. Then, on the left side of this, you want to place 2 white concrete extending right. And then 2 white blue glass, white concrete, 2 glass, and then 2 white concrete. We then want to move around to this flat area here, kind of extending around clockwise as we sort of built it. And this center block here is going to be a doorway. But to further illustrate that, we are going to build up the surrounding area a little bit to be in total 3 rows high. That just means adding a couple of rows of white concrete. And this center area here is where a door will go. So I'm going to dig that out, place a spruce plank underneath, as that is the floor material for the inside, and that is where the door shall be. So, in building up around this door, we have actually made part of this wall. So we want to continue extending this wall to the left by 1, then place 3 rows of glass, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of white concrete, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of glass, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 white concrete. We're going to build up the surrounding white concrete and the glass by adding another row on top, and that will do it. As we come around to the side of the build, there is no notable detail on this side. However, as we move around to the back, we have some doorways to make. So building up left and right of the holes that we have left on the back of the build, we just want to add a couple of rows of white concrete like this, and we just want to make some really simple doorways. So all we want to do is place a row of 3 glass pane extending up from the floor all the way to the top of the wall, just like this, using light blue glass. So on the back of the build here is a garage, or a garage if you're fancy. And we're just going to build up the walls of the garage a little bit. And we're going to place a couple of rows of white concrete just left and right of the doors, so that we are then able to place a couple of rows of smooth quartz stairs on top of the base row, and that will give you the garage doors. After that, we just want to go around the build. Again, I'd recommend clockwise so you don't miss any parts out by accident. That happens to me a lot. And build up the remaining parts of the wall so that they are as high as the surrounding wall. In most cases, this just means adding a couple of rows of white concrete on top of the base, and you should be good. With the walls built up, we are now able to add some other details. Like a front door, for instance. I'm going to place a dark oak door in the empty space that we have right in the front middle of the build, and right of it a stone button as a doorbell. Brown carpet will look like a welcome mat, and after that,
like bladder leaks? That can be risky business.
Well, that has been done. We want to place spruce trapdoors on either side of the windows. So we really only want to do this on the front of the build, and we simply place open spruce trapdoors left and right of the glass on the windows on the front of the build. We then want to come around the back, and we are going to place cyan carpet in front of the entrances, just as kind of like another little welcome mat, or I guess kind of like a goodbye mat. I suppose it depends whether you're coming or going. Anyway, on the back of the build here, we also want to add a little open warped fence gate. That's going to be right here, just on the right side. It kind of looks like a hose pipe holder. And once that has been done, we want to add a little structure for the roof. So we don't have much of this to do, but the idea is that on the front and the back of the build, on the right side where we have kind of like this long side with the garage and the front windows, we want to add a row of light grey concrete left to right on top of the flat portion of the house. Then for the next row, we want to add another row of light grey concrete that is 1 row shorter on each side. And then I don't believe that we need to add any more light grey concrete. We will add it later if we need to, but the first row is just 1 row shorter, and then the second row is 2 rows shorter, just like this. We actually also have to build up part of this side of the roof as well. Just like with the right side of the build, we want to place a row of light grey concrete that is 1 row shorter than the wall below it. We then, on top of the light grey concrete, want to add another row on top of it that is 2 rows shorter on either side. And there you go, really simple. All I'm going to do for the floor is remove all of the grass and then replace it using spruce planks. That's what I want the interior floor to be, so that's exactly what I'm doing. Feel free to change the material to something that you may prefer. The roof is really simple. Begin by placing stone bricks along the top of the outline of the walls. Once you've successfully done that, we are going to place stone brick slabs extending outwards from those stone bricks, and we are going to, on the sides of the build where the roof is shaped, place a series of stone brick slabs extending upwards and inwards half a row at a time until they eventually reach at an apex. This will look like a triangle. Now, you want to replicate that shape on each one of the 3 parts of the roof that require it. And once that has been done, I would recommend then connecting all of the stone brick parts of the roof together. You'll find that with these kinds of roofs that utilize just solely slabs, that half of the blocks will actually form into stone brick. So if you join those together, fill in the gaps using stone brick slabs, then you will have a 100% fully...
Pardon me.
Completed. Nice looking roof. With the roof complete, we can now add some more fine details to the house. On the front of the build, for instance, on the right side, we want to place a row of 2 bricks extending out from the left 2 corners of this front sticky out part of the build. Place podsite in between the front pair of bricks and bricks in front of the second pair of bricks. We're then going to use a little mixture of leaves and grass and ferns just to build up this area like this, just to make it look a little bit disheveled. It's meant to look like a plant bed. We're then going to place stone brick wall to act as a drain pipe directly left of the front left-hand corner of this part of the house. We also want to grab black stone wall, and on the left side of the house, lining up with the shutter on this left window here, we want to place a black stone wall to act like a little chimney, just like so. And with that complete, it's time that we kind of figured out where exactly the garden for this house is going to be. So using spruce planks, I'm going to build, extending out left of this, exactly the garden for this house is going to be. So using spruce planks to
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
extending out left of this house, and I'm going to build spruce planks all the way to the boundary, and then spruce planks extending all the way backwards like this. And I want my spruce planks to extend all the way back along this outer boundary until there are 3 rows left, just like so. And then I'm going to extend the spruce planks across like this, and then I'm going to start connecting
3, 4, 5, 6.
to the garage. So just to give you a bit of an idea, this is the area that we've kind of like fenced off. It almost looks like a square. It might actually be one, but I'm not going to count. And we also want to leave a little gap here just so that we are able to get in and out of this back garden. We'll build this up to be 2 rows high, just like this, and then we can think about the fence that will sit on the right side of the house, although that is a lot easier because once we have built this up, we can come all the way over to this right side, take the very right side of the house, extend it to the right, and then we can just extend it back and line it up with the fence that we have already made. So we can just line it up over here, and we don't even have to extend it anywhere. We can actually, I mean, if you actually want to extend it inwards a little bit to kind of like line up with the garage, then you could to... Yeah, that looks alright, but you could easily just leave it open as well. Like, it doesn't really matter, it's more so a personal preference, so... We can just extend this across, just like that, and that is perfect. There is a small patio on the back of the build that I want to add some more detail to. Next to the in this corner of the house, I want to have a barbecue. This is made using a sideways loom, furnace, and then another sideways loom. But actually, you know what, a spruce slab would also look good as well because you could use it to store stuff on too. So either way, actually, that was an accident, but a happy accident nonetheless. You can even place an item frame on top of the furnace, and we can place food in there if we like. If you want to further achieve a bit more detail, then you can add campfires underneath this and it will smoke. Although that's bad for you. In between these 2 back doors, we want to have a table. So this is made using a row of 3 spruce slabs extending outwards from the center of where the table will be, and it just leaves a row of 3 either side. What we can then do is place upside down spruce stairs on the left and right sides of the spruce slabs like this, and this will give us the depth of the table. We also have to place chairs. I'm just going to use spruce stairs for these as well. This is like a whole wooden table set. And we can then stack stuff on top of the table as well. So like item frames, flower pots, and you can add even more detail if you do so choose. So what we then want to do is place string extending just above the table. And it wants to cover the entire area like this. And we want to have a canopy. So the canopy is going to be made using a mixture of white carpet and light blue carpet like this, and it just wants to act as a nice little overhang, and that's absolutely perfect. If we come out of the back gate area here as well, this is going to be a drive, but we are also going to make a little pavement, and I just want to place a couple of bins, so a lime short box, a blue shulker box will do just nicely. You'll be happy to know, ladies and gentlemen, that we have almost completed the build. All we have to do from here is a lot of digging. Let me show you. First things first.
Okay, so many of you guys are wondering, Jeff, Speedy Hedgehog, will you make the interior of the houses? Yes. I will be making the interior of the houses, 2 houses I'm going to make in this video. This interior doesn't have anything. I will change the floor to the garage, because who would want wood for a garage? That doesn't make sense, to be honest. But, we're just, I'm gonna make the outside, so just want to clarify, I will make the interior of these houses in this video, if I get enough time to. So, yeah, moving on.
First, we are going to make a footpath. This is made out of smooth stone. It is the same width as the doorway, and it extends all the way to the end of the grid. We are also going to
just got to replace that back with brown carpet, because I think that looks better. Gotta make a pathway, connecting to the pathway in front of my house. Gonna make a pathway that lines up with the fence there. I'll make the okay, just gotta make a little bit of a pathway in front of the house. And then we should look something like this.
Integrate this into a pavement, which will also be made out of smooth stone. It's going to be 2 rows thick, and it is going to span the width of the grid. I'm going to replace all of the grass on the front of the build. This is going to be replaced with lime terracotta with streaks of green terracotta built into the lime. So literally just a stripy.
So yeah, many of you guys noticed that on my old live streams on my old channel, I used to have a PlayStation 4 that made a loud buzzing noise, but now my PlayStation 5 actually is very quiet. You can hear it buzzing a little bit, but mostly it's quiet. That's one thing I like about it. So that means I can play different games such as Fortnite with my friend again. I accidentally spilled the tea, didn't I? I will be doing a Fortnite live stream soon, once I get a chance to, with my friend, because he lives in a different country. He lives in the United Kingdom, and I live in Australia, which is, the UK is a bit far. it takes a little bit. It takes a long time to fly there. So, and also, my dad's in my room, guys. I don't want him to embarrass me. Okay. Oh, don't get involved. Okay. Sorry, guys, about that. But I'm just gonna continue making this house here. I'm gonna add a fake lawn or just grass. That.
You ready for bed?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What do you mean?
No, just asking.
Just asking what?
Are you ready for bed?
Yeah, I got my PJs on. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a shower and I just put my pajamas on. But anyway, I'm gonna continue building this house. Man, this day's been tiring. I can't wait to go to sleep because I have school tomorrow. Okay.
Pattern, lime terracotta followed by green terracotta. I'm also going to add some flower beds to the house. The first one is basically the area just in front of the left side of the house. It's made using...
Oh, I got to replace this with podzol, this part here. Now, on my old PlayStation, I used to have a Sonic skin pack, but I don't have it on my PlayStation 5, so that means I'm gonna have to re-buy the skin pack, which is like $11. And gonna have to ask my parents' permission if I want to buy the Sonic skin pack. I did buy it on my PlayStation 4, but I have a new account, you see. So yeah, that means I have to buy the skin pack again.
Podzol, leaves, ferns, grass, and the occasional flower. We're going to reuse this a few times over. In front of it, we are going to leave open spruce fence gates to make it look as a boundary or a small fence in front of the... In front of it, we are going to leave open spruce fence gate.
Okay, gotta grab these back. Let's leave
to make it look as a boundary or a small fence in front of the actual...
So, guys, when I was driving home from the beach today, yeah, I went to the... Sorry, guys, I went to the beach today. I went to the beach. On the way home, I was craving crumpets. Well, not just any ordinary crumpets, vampire crumpets. They have these crumpets at the shop for Halloween, and they're vampire-like crumpets. Shaped crumpets. And I was craving them for some random reason. I could even smell them, even though I didn't have any at the time. I did have some for lunch today, and they were really good. I obviously been eating too much crumpets. Because I know what crumpets are. They're like things you put in the toaster, and then they have little holes in them. But anyway, moving on.
Or flower bed. The last thing to be made on the front of the house is a tree. This is a manually made tree. It's really...
Oh, pardon me. Sorry, guys. Oh. I had dinner a few hours ago.
Really easy to make. I'm sure that you'll be able to make one yourself. If you like, you can just grow one from scratch, and I'm sure they will look equally as good. But it's made using oak and oak leaf.
Once I've done with this house, then I can make the next one. Then I gotta make the interiors to them. Oh no. But it's okay.
Moving on to the back of the house now, we first of all want to make a driveway. This is made using smooth stone, and we are basically making it the same width as the exposed part of the garage, and it will extend all the way to the back of the grid. We also have to make a patio. So the patio on the side closest towards the drive, so that it all connects together, is going to be 2 rows wide, and it's going to be made using polished andesite. We are then...
Oh, gonna need the podzol back again. I knew you guys know why. Another flower bed. But first, I'm gonna make the driveway. Oh, the fence is in the way. I don't know. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. And the time right now is 9:02 p.m. here in Queensland. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the evening. So, yeah. And I might be getting a new game soon. It depends how much money I have. That doesn't look good. I don't know why. Why does it, I'll fix that later.
I'm going to extend the patio.
It's painful. That's painful to look at, to be honest. Okay, let's continue on. Hi, do you want to practice Spanish? Oh, sorry about that, guys. That's Duolingo sending me notifications saying to practice language. I'm not practicing Spanish. I'm practicing other languages such as German and Italian. I don't like learning Italian, but I have to because it's for my school. It's a subject of our school. Honestly, I don't know why they always have to choose Italian. What's so... Now, I know. Italian is a nice country. They make very good pasta and pizza, but their language is just a bit hard, isn't it? German. I like German because it's very easy. I think French is too. I may be wrong. Prove me if I'm wrong. But anyway, I don't get why I have to do a lesson on Duolingo almost every single day, because what if I'm out doing what was that? What was that noise? It's for PlayStation. Doing that noise going wee? What was that? Thought I saw something there. There we go. Made the patio. Now I just got the space now. I have to do this part, so I'm gonna need this and this. I'm gonna need a flower, the daisy, or oxeye daisy as it's called.
Across the back of the build, this is going to be 1 row longer.
It feels so good to have a new copy of Minecraft. I don't know why. I got a new copy of Minecraft for my birthday. My birthday was nearly a week ago. Tomorrow will be a week since my birthday, and I got a lot of stuff. I got a new PlayStation. I got a few games to go with it. I got Team Sonic Racing, Sonic Frontiers, and a new copy of Minecraft, which I'm playing right now. Building 2 houses. Okay, let's stop jibbling jabbling all about this random stuff. Let's continue on.
The patio set, and then it will extend forwards and it will connect to the front fence. We are installing a flower bed on the right side of the house using the same parameters as we have for every single other flower bed that we have made so far, which is to use all of the same materials with the spruce fence gate open in front. Now, once that has been done, we have to replace all of the grass inside of the fence. This includes this long strip on the back right side of the house and the small strip on the opposite side of the house. It's made in the same way as the grass on the front of the build, alternating stripes of lime terracotta and green terracotta. Once we've done that, we have another flower bed to make. This is going to be just shoved away in the corner, the back left-hand corner of the garden, and once again, it's just going to be the exact same as the couple of other flower beds that we've made. Podzol, leaves, ferns.
Gonna grab it just in case if I forget. Podzol to make a flower bed. Then the grass. Oh wait, I need to do this part here.
Open spruce fence gates. We are also going to add a tree somewhere in this back corner region of the garden. Same tree as made. Podzol, leaves, ferns, open spruce fence gates. We are also going to add a tree somewhere in this back corner region of the garden. Same tree as we have in the front, oak and oak leaves. That has been done. We also want to add a pavement on the back of the house. This is 2 rows wide, same as it is on the front, and we are just going to have Podzol directly in front of the fence, and of course you can populate that with all of the other greenery things that we have been using. so far, if you do so wish. And that is the end of the tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the little bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Explore the wonders of the world.
If you do, hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a super simple suburban house that is great for filling up your city's suburbs. But not only have I built the outside of the house, I have also built the inside of the house as well. The ground level of the house has a living room / dining area, and of course access to the back door. We can even go upstairs, where we have a little relaxing library, a sleeping area, and a closet. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please do remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and click that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. But without any further ado, let's get started. So just before we start building, everybody, here are all of the materials. We will be using to make our suburban house. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. The amount of space required to make the house is a 12 by 14 block area on the ground. Do feel free to make this grid in your world if you do feel as though that it might help you out. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to. Do make sure that you have all that stuff. Make sure you've got enough room to make it. Make sure that you're ready to build your very own little suburbs. And once you are, we can begin. Step 1, suburban builders. Come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid. That is, of course, if you've made it. Count to the right by 1, and begin by placing 4 grey concrete extending backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend upwards by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. Go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Place 2 glass going right. 1, 2. Place grey concrete on top of the glass, and place grey concrete on the end of the glass. Extend the grey concrete that is on the opposite side of the glass down by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. You can extend that block all the way down to the ground. However, you also want to extend that block that you just extended down to the ground. You want to place 4 upright diagonals extending backwards from that block. One, 2, 3, 4. Go right 1 and place 4 bottom right diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go all the way down to the ground. So you will end up with this shape. Now take the block that hit the ground and extend it across the back of the build, and then forwards to where we would connect to the front of the build. We also want to mimic what we have on that side of the build onto this side. So you can extend this corner block upwards until it is equal height with the corner that we have over there. And then you can simply place your grey concrete so that it is the exact same as the grey concrete on the opposite side. You can even join it together in the corners if you like. The reason that we did diagonals was just so that you can better see the outline shape of the build for what we're going for. You can fill the left and right sides of your build in using grey concrete. You're more than welcome to add additional windows and details to the build as we progress through the build. But for now, I feel as though that it's going to be best if most of the build is built blank. That way, as you do progress through the build, as you start to do the inside and as you start to add your own details, you are more than welcome to add your own windows and such like, as such as you like. I will be giving you some good placements for some windows though, for the interior that I have kind of designed, and you can choose to copy it or you can add more. So now we have completed the left and right side, and really we should also do the same to the back as well. But once we have completely filled in the back, we can also add all of the details that will be present on it as well. As you see, the back isn't massively detailed, as a huge amount of the house is actually covered in stuff on the inside, so I'm not choosing to add many windows. But again, I will show you some good placements if you like. So there is a back entrance on the back corner of the house. I'm going to place a grey concrete here, extending out the back right corner, a double quartz stairs, and a grey concrete on the end. Place a double dark oak wood door above and inside of the wall where we have the stairs. And then if you like, you can even create a bit of a porch effect, perhaps using some birch fence and maybe even a mixture of quartz stairs or some quartz slabs or something like that. You know, something to kind of just frame the door if you like. You're more than welcome to not do that as well. You could simply just have something like this, or you could raise it all the way up to the top like so. Or you could create kind of like a little mini roof just kind of hanging off of the back of the build here. There's a multitude of ways that you can decorate the back doorway like this. So that way you do have a little bit of a porch like that, or you don't have to. On the right side of the build, we are going to have a chimney. Now, the chimney is going to be two rows of grey concrete extending outwards from the middle two blocks on the right side of the build, like this. Now, the grey concrete rows are going to want to extend up probably about 2 rows higher than the actual sides of the house already. And you can stick some quartz slabs on there too. When it comes to the front of the build, I'm once again going to recommend that you fill in the entire front of the build like this. And then that way we can simply carve out the necessary windows and other details as such. And we can also add the front entrance, because of course this is the front of the house. Like this. But before we get to that, I want to make the porch. So I'm going to take the bottom front right hand corner of the house and I'm going to place 1, 2, 3 grey concretes extending outwards from the front corner of the house. 2 quartz stairs going left of that, and then an entire row of grey concrete extending left. Fill the centre of the porch in with a contrast material such as quartz block. Extend up the corners of the porch, and that also includes the side of the stairs here too. You can then fill the sides of the porch in using some birch fence. The main entrance to the house is situated directly opposite the stairs that we placed, so create a double wide entrance using birch doors, and even feel free to place a bit of glass above them if you like. On the left side of the house, directly next to this birch fence, we're going to have 2 upside down quartz stairs extending inwards towards the middle of the house, and we'll have 2 rows of glass on top of them. This can be glass pane or glass block, like this. What I also want to do is create an overhang above these windows. So what that basically means, ladies and gentlemen, is that I want to use some quartz slabs. And these quartz slabs are actually going to start one row higher on top of each corner of the porch. So we want to have a row of quartz slabs that are just one row higher on top of the corners of the porch like that. So if you place a guiding block on the corner and then a quartz slab on top, and then you can extend the quartz slabs inwards and upwards like this, with an eventual quartz slab flaring up like so. You only really have to extend the outer quartz blocks upwards like this, or the quartz slabs upwards. You don't really have to do the lower ones. And then that way when you have a look at the inside, you'll be able to see a full window like so. We also want to create two more windows. One is directly above the left-hand side here of the porch, so we're destroying a 2-block wide gap, placing upside-down quartz stairs in there, and then we're going to destroy a 2-block gap just up above, and we will place some glass. Same on the right side here, leave a gap of 1, and we're going to destroy a 2x3 block area, place upside-down stairs at the bottom and glass everywhere else. And in addition to that, these two little glasses that we have up here, we want to destroy underneath them and place an additional layer of glass. So it will look exactly like this. And the next thing that we want to do, just before we move on to the roof, is I'd highly recommend adding some oak leaves going all the way around the outside of your house. You can have them extend to the left and right side of your porch if you like, or you can have them kind of like curve around the porch a little bit on the back as well. You know, you could have this. It really does depend. Oh, I like that actually. That actually feels alright, and then if you wanted to, you could kind of like build in the ground and extend a little bit more if you wanted to. And of course, do feel free to always add more windows if you like. So if you wanted to add like a window parallel to the door on the back of the build, you could have like a little window back here. You could do the same up above, or you could do the same on the side. As long as you stick to the pattern of 2 upside down stairs and glass, you can't really go too far wrong. But that's all of the extra details around the house. What I also want to show you how to do is the roof, of course. So the roof starts right up at the top of the front of the build here, above these little lower windows, and we start with an entire horizontal row of quartz stairs that overhangs the house by one every side. We want to have a row of quartz stairs extending upwards and connecting at the top of the build. It'll actually extend and connect upwards and join together back to back. So it will join together back to back at the top of these two upper grey concretes. The quartz stairs, of course, then run down the opposite side of the build, and they will join to the same place as they do on the front. So you can't really go too far wrong with it, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you make sure that you've got the same on the front and the back. Make sure that you don't go any further down than you have to, although it's kind of hard because you run out of blocks to place. I'd also recommend placing upside down quartz stairs underneath the overhanging portions of the roof, of which we pretty much just have the left and right side, although we will be taking care of the middle part of the roof too. But you want to have the overhanging quartz stairs because it looks better, and it also blends into the chimney quite nicely too, like this. That's looking good. And then they'll of course join in the middle too. So in the middle they'll join to where this window is in the middle. So this is interesting, right? To join the roof to the middle window properly, we're going to have to extend the sides of the window back a little bit. So if you extend like the lower glass block backwards by 1 and the upper glass block backwards by 2 using grey concrete, you can't really go too far wrong. The roof will blend along the side of this window here, and the roof will pretty much exactly how it does everywhere else. It will just reach back to back along the top of this small window like this. So again, you can't really go too far wrong with it. You can see how it all blends together, and you can also see the difference between like a nice roof on the side and this roof here. But all you have to do is of course place the upside down stairs, and then it just looks a lot better, doesn't it? And then when necessary, you can extend and connect these side stairs to the middle. So here, not better, doesn't it? And then when necessary, you can extend and connect these side stairs to the middle. So here, and then here, and then we connect these horizontally, and then we might have to destroy these. Yeah, we'll just have to destroy them, but if you place some stairs here, that will grip naturally, replace it with that one, and then you just place quartz stairs riding down the back of the house. And that, once you've done that, will pretty much be done. There's actually nothing else in regards to the outside that we could possibly want. There's more windows and stuff, and of course we can create a garden, but all of that is going to be left up to you. Now, this is what your house will look like once it has been 100% fully completed, ladies and Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a suburban house.
Now I'm going to build the interior now. Now we get to decorate it.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you to make a suburban house.
done the interior, guys, so we're gonna do the other house, but we need to do the outside, so I need to find the video.
I've switched to a bank who makes my dollars work harder for me, with better interest and flexibility to access my business funds when I need them.
Get down to business with CommBank, Australia's most recommended major business bank.
The new Shark Stratos cordless delivers unbelievable suction and our most innovative cleaning technique.
Okay, first up, we are going to the ruined version. Then I started getting a little bit frustrated because I realized that I don't even really need to put these into storage. I'm going to need loads of these, so I kind of just placed one just for the principle of it, and then I came over to this corner to place a more modern that was together later. I also have to shift around some of the fast food stores, some of the fast food restaurants to make room for my Smith's Toy Store. So I've placed it in the business form. Oh, and also I'm also changing the effect a little bit better. And I tried to simply change all of the regular quartz stairs to smooth quartz stairs. However, you may have saw how that turned out. The nuance of upside down stairs is apparently lost on World Edit, so it's okay, we can still just do it all manually. All of the regular quartz got turned into smooth quartz. I just like the effect a little bit better, but it actually doesn't matter that I made earlier with World Edit. Then I tried to simply really too fond of these houses. It's not that there's anything wrong with them. I think it's actually quite a nice looking house, actually. It's just that it could use some improvements. I mean, for instance, I'm not really happy with the perimeter of the house. I don't think that I really like the birch in conjunction with the grey and the quartz, and as a matter of fact, we actually have regular old quartz instead of smooth, and we don't even have interiors for this houses, which is something that I want to get away from. I actually want to make sure that all of these houses, all of the builds have a kitchen, which is at the front of the house, kitchen separated out, this of the stairs as well, hall, then split. This world houses, which is something that I want to get away from. I actually want to make sure that all of these houses, all of the builds have interiors. This world is downloadable. I want it to be complete. Step one, we have to segment the house into different rooms. The easiest way to do this is first of all, to give it just a second floor. That already does literally half of our job. We can then split upstairs into 2 rooms. It's not very big, so we'll literally just have a big giant master bedroom, and we'll have a little bathroom at the end of the hall. Downstairs, we will have an all-in-one, so we'll have a living room. We need stairs. So this is what I did to those rooms. Downstairs, we have a kitchen, under the stairs room, but we have a toilet in here instead of a bed. And if we come upstairs, we only have 2 options. Here, number 1, we have a bedroom, But at the end of the hall, we have a little bathroom which has a shower, a toilet, we have a sink. I mean, pretty much everything that one might require for a minimum bathroom. And for the master bedroom, I actually have a toilet. We have, number one, we have a bedroom. At the house, we have a fridge freezer, a cooker, we have a table and a chair that we can eat at. We even have a little breakfast bar, and we just have a bunch of cupboards. For the living room, we basically just have a sofa, a coffee table, and a TV. And we even have a little Harry Potter style under the stairs room, but we have a toilet in here instead of a bed. And if we come up, now, this is how the rooms ended up. So this is what I did. To those rooms. Downstairs, we have a kitchen, diner, / living room all together. In the kitchen, which is at the front of the house, we have a fridge freezer, a cooker, we have a table and a chair that we can eat at. We even have a little breakfast bar, and we just have a bunch of cupboards. For the living room, we basically just have a sofa, a coffee table, and a TV. And we even have a little Harry Potter style under the stairs room, but we have a toilet in here instead of a bed. And if we come upstairs, we only have two options up here. Number one, we have a bedroom, but at the end of the hall, we have a little bathroom which has a shower, a toilet. Number one, we have a bed style under the stairs room, but we have a toilet in here instead of a bed. And if we come upstairs, we only have two options. Number one, we have a bedroom, but at the end of the hall, we have a little bathroom which has a shower, a toilet, have it laid out really, and we have a TV. So for the outside of the living room, all done. So this is what I did to those rooms. Downstairs, we have a kitchen, diner / living room all together. In the which is at the front of the house, we have a fridge freezer, a cooker, we have a table and
seen in your mind at all should be made. So this moment in time, so
a chair that we can eat at. We even have a little breakfast bar, and we just have a bunch of cupboards. For the living room, we basically just have a sofa. coffee table, and a TV. And we even have a little Harry Potter style under the stairs room, but we have a toilet in here instead of a bed. And if we come upstairs, we only have two options up here. Number one, we have a bedroom, but at the end of the hall we have a little bathroom which has a shower, a toilet. We have a sink, I mean pretty much everything that one might require for a minimum bathroom. And for the master bedroom, I actually have it laid out really messy. A toilet, we have a sink, I mean pretty much everything that one might require for a minimum bathroom. And for the master bedroom, I actually have it laid out really messy. I'm not really sure that I want to keep it this way, but we have a wardrobe, a little... desk, bookchair next to it, some shit. Some bookshelves, we also have a bed, and we have a TV suspended from the ceiling at the end of the bed. So this probably just needs shuffling around for my liking, but I'm happy with it for now. Which leads us to the outside. So for the outsides of these, we're going to keep it simple. First of all, I just had to fix a little bit of a mess that I made earlier with World Edit. Then I tried to simply change all of the regular quartz stairs to smooth quartz stairs. However, you may have saw how that turned out. The nuance of upside down stairs is apparently lost on World Edit, so it's okay, we can still just do it all manually. All of the regular quartz got turned into smooth quartz. I just like the effect a little bit better, but it actually doesn't matter that much at all. So just a little bit grueling to get it all done, make sure that all of the upside down stairs are there. I changed the back porch. I also changed the window. I added an additional window on the side of the build next to the landing, some flowers out of the back, planted a little bit of pods up under there as well. On the front of the build, kind of just figuring out what I want the wall to be. I finally settled on some dark oak wood. I think that actually looks quite good as a fence. Plus, we're going for that option for the actual proper fence as well. We're adding a drive to the houses. I've added a mailbox, some edge around the inside of the fence. I'm also changing the wood options on the front of the build, so instead of the fence built in to the house, I'm just using some white stained glass paint instead. Just refining the drive, making it look a little bit better, a little bit more used. Same thing with the mailbox, just making it a bit better with a trapdoor on there. On the back of the house, just adding extra windows where I can, changing the grass into lime terracotta, as these houses making a bit better with a trapdoor on there. On the back of the house, fence. I'm also changing the wood options on the front of the build, so instead of the fence built into the house, I'm just using some white stained glass paint instead. Just refining the drive, making it look a little bit better, a little bit more used. Same thing with the mailbox, just making it a bit better with a trapdoor on there. On the patch of all of the other houses with this exact same house, this is supposed to look a lot more clean and a lot more uniform. Fence got turned into smooth quartz. I just like the effect a little bit better, but it actually doesn't matter that much at all, so just a little bit grueling to get it all done, make sure that all of the upside down stairs are there. I changed the back porch, I also changed the window. I added an additional window on the side of the build next to the landing. Some flowers out of the back, planted a little bit of podzol under. There as well. I added an additional window on the side of the build next to the landing. Some flowers out of the back, planted a little bit of podzol under there as well. I added an additional window on the side of the build next to the landing. Some flowers out of the back, planted a little bit of
and dropses and roses and excited.
podzol under there as well. On the front of the build, kind of just figuring out what I want the wall to be. I finally settled on some dark oak wood. I think that actually looks quite good as a fence. Plus, we're going for that option for the actual proper fence as well. We're adding a drive to the houses. I've added a mailbox, some hedge.
Yeah.
Around the inside of the fence. I'm also changing
Yeah.
the options on the front of the build. So instead of
Okay.
fence built into the house, I'm just using some white stained glass paint instead. Just refining the drive, making it look a little bit better, a little bit more.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here because I have to go to bed because I have school tomorrow, so I know this was a long one, but anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, turn on notifications bell so you don't miss any videos from me, and I'll see you guys next time, so see ya.